Good morning and welcome to this next video lecture. So previously we studied about the confidence, concentration, sense of duty. These several lectures we have studied previously, and today we are going to study another important point that shows value or that reflects value in our personality. That is love for nature. Okay, love for nature and discipline, these two things we are going to study in this today's video lecture. So nature, we love nature very much, or we like to wander in the nature very much. Why? Because from the beginning we would like to conduct the exertions or trips, educational trips among the nature itself. Why? Because that gives us tremendous happiness, that gives us enjoy, and we like nature. So it is also our duty to preserve that nature, to take care of that nature. Why? Because we have one life and we have to enjoy that life with the help of loving nature. And we observe the scenery, we observe greenery, bushes, trees. These all are part of nature. So we should enjoy that sublime beauty of that nature. We should enjoy the existence of that nature around us. Okay, so let us see where you can find peace of mind. Here are some proverbs or quotations are given, or images are given. Okay, so in this current image you will observe the beautiful nature, that greenery, that surrounding. Okay, so where you can find peace of mind by relaxing yourself is by seeing greenish tree. Means you will get the peace of mind. You will make your mind relax when it is possible, when you observe the green trees, when you observe the greenish tree, or you observe that kind of scene by our eyes. Again, we become relaxed, we become tension free, we get the peace of mind by observing the beautiful flowers, singing birds, falls, animals, so on. That's why to get the peace of mind and to be relaxed, we organize educational trips during the rainy season, during the winter season, during the summer season also. We visit uh, cold places in summer season. We visit falls, waterfalls during the rainy season. Why? Because we like nature, we love nature. But on the other hand, we are neglecting that nature, we are not taking care of that nature, we are destroying the nature. So it is our duty to take the care of this beautiful nature. So keep smiling, one life we have, so enjoy it each and every second. So another message is given by nature, that keep smiling, we have one life, so we have to enjoy each and every second of our life with the help of nature, with the help of trees, with the help of water, with the help of fresh air. So every element is related to our nature, and we should keep smiling, and we should enjoy our life each and every second of our life with the help of nature. Again, you get fresh air which is good for your health. Nowadays we are facing the biggest problem ever, that is COVID-19. Okay, and some people are troubled, some people are affected, some people are affected by asthma, some people are affected by temperature, cough, dry cough. Okay, again sari or another kind of diseases. But if you get fresh air, if you get oxygen, much oxygen, then you will be far away from any diseases. That's why it is said that you get fresh air which is good for your health. And where you will get the fresh air? In the nature itself. which is pollution free. Okay, so you'll get fresh air which is good for your health, and it is only available in the nature. So please try to save the nature for our future generation. So it is our duty. We are getting the benefit of this nature which is available around us, and it is our duty also to preserve that nature for the future generation, for the next generation, to sustain their generation. Okay, so that's all about the nature. We love nature and we should take care of that nature. Okay, so another point here is that discipline. Just we observe the importance of nature, we observe the elements of nature, we observe the greenish trees, flowers. Okay, or little bit observe or got the information about the nature, the importance of nature. So another part of our syllabus is that discipline. So discipline are two types, that is self controlled discipline and enforced discipline. Okay, so let us study right now what is the origin of discipline, meaning of discipline. Okay, so see here, discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Right, it's absolutely right that discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Once we set the goal, we try to accomplish it, we try to fulfill it, we try to complete it. But when it is possible, when we become disciplined person, when we have discipline, and if we don't have discipline, so uh, we cannot reach to the destination, we cannot reach to the accomplishment of goals, or we cannot fulfill the goals. So that's why it is said that discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. We can reach to the goal, we can fulfill the goal that we have set in our life if we have discipline. Let us see what is the meaning of discipline. So the word discipline is derived from the Latin word disciplina, which means teaching, learning and growing. Okay, the Latin word that is disciplina, which means teaching, learning and growing. And Magginson offers three distinct meanings of the word discipline, that is self discipline, then second, necessary condition of orderly behavior. There is orderly behavior and it is the necessary condition. Again, act of training and punishing. Again, act of training and punishing is a part of discipline, taking discipline or giving discipline. Okay, so this is the meaning of discipline, which is derived from Latin word disciplina. Again, let's see the definition of discipline. Okay, we always say that our child should be disciplined. Again, we observe that discipline in the schools, colleges, universities, in our home, in campus, again in gardens, in private places, again in government public places. Okay, somewhere we observe that discipline, and somewhere we don't observe that discipline, we observe the indisciplined activities. Why? Because we lack that discipline. Okay, so we should keep that discipline. So what is the definition of discipline? See here, so discipline is the orderly conduct of affairs by the members of an organization. Okay, it is orderly conduct, it is orderly conduct of affairs by the members of an organization. Hmm? Okay, so who are the members of whoever are the members of that organization, they behave orderly, they conduct orderly or systematically, who adhere to its necessary regulations, who are stick up with the rules and regulations of that organization, because they desire to cooperate harmoniously, they want to cooperate the organization, they want to cooperate the organization to fulfill and flourish. and that's why they cooperate harmoniously in forwarding the end which the group has in view, and willingly recognize that to do this their wishes must be brought into a reasonable unison with the requirements on the group in action. So there is uniformity, there is equality in the orderly conduct of that members of that organization. Okay, and they want to fulfill the requirements of that organization, and this definition is given by Ordway Tates. So another definition is that discipline is the process of training a worker so that he can develop self control and can become more effective in his work. Another definition is that it is a process of training. To whom we give the training? We give training in organization to a worker. And why we give the training? We give training to a worker so that he can develop self control, okay, and he can become more effective in his work. And he become if he becomes self controlled and more effective, then uh, the function of organization will be developed, and organization will become more productive, effective, and in future the organization will flourish and make progress. And it is possible when we have discipline, or when workers have discipline. Okay, so as I said before, there are two types of discipline, that is self controlled discipline, and second is enforced discipline. So what is that self controlled discipline and enforced discipline? Let us see one by one. In self controlled discipline, the employee brings her or his behavior into agreement with the organization's official behavior code. Here, employee brings his behavior into agreement with the organization's official behavior code. For example, if we have a dress code, it is the self-controlled discipline. If we wear ID card, it is a self-controlled discipline. That is, the employee regulate their activities for the common good of the organization. As a result, the human beings are induced to work for a peak performance under self controlled discipline. And second, enforced discipline. Enforced discipline is a managerial action enforces employee compliance with the organization's rules and regulations. Means somewhere that authority goes to manager, and manager compels you to behave properly or to conduct properly systematically. Okay, and it is a common discipline imposed from the top. Here the manager exercises his authority to compel the employees to behave in a particular way. That is called here enforced discipline. So these are the two types of discipline, that is self controlled discipline and enforced discipline. And next thing we are going to see, that is indiscipline activity. What is that discipline? We have just observed. And what is indiscipline? So indiscipline means disorderliness. Okay, disorderliness, insubordination, and not following the rules and regulation of an organization. That is called here indiscipline. And the symptoms of indiscipline are change in the normal behavior, absenteeism, apathy, go slow at work, increase in number and severity of grievances, persistent and continuous demand for overtime allowance, and lack of concern for performance. These are the several symptoms of indisciplined activities. So, as far as discipline is concerned, we may develop ourselves, or as well as we develop the organization also. So keep discipline. So in this today's video lecture, we observe that love for nature, and the meaning of discipline, types of discipline, definitions of discipline and its importance. That's all. Thank you and have a nice day.